Hello, my name is Sara Period. My colony is Virginia, and today I'm going to compare a teenager from colonial times, my grandpa, and myself. History of Clear Lake. Both my grandpa and I grew up in Clear Lake, Iowa. My grandpa's lifestyle was different than mine. He had more responsibilities than we do today. The third ballroom was a big attraction back then, and still is today. The third ballroom is known for Buddy Holly's, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper's last performance before their plane crashed. Clear Lake is not really the same as it used to be back then. My grandpa went to school in Central School and Clear Lake Junior High, but both schools burned down. Now, Central Gardens is where Central Schools used to be. Also, today, we have newer parks, newer buildings, and also newer schools. History of Virginia and the 13 colonies. In southern colonies like Virginia, they would have plantations that grew tobacco, rice, and indigo, which they sold to buyers in England and elsewhere in America to make money. Virginia was created as a royal colony that included the original Jamestown settlement in 1624. The London Company founded Virginia during the reign of James I. James I was the first king of England, and the second king of England was George III. Religion. My grandpa's family would go to church every Sunday. My grandpa and his family went to the local Methodist church. I am a Christian, and I go to church every Sunday to Zion Lutheran Church. I also go every Wednesday for confirmation. Virginia's church is very strict. They have a mixture of religion, including Baptist. All colonists were expected to attend their religious services. The children that attended church could not laugh or play games during church. They were also not allowed to kiss their parents. Children had many rules in church, and if they broke them, then they would have some kind of punishment. Medicine. A lot of cures were very different in the 13 colonies. For itching, it was recommended to use 1 quart of fish worms, 1 pound of hog's fat, and half a pint of turpentine, and it was expected to be rubbed on the affected part. There were very few doctors in colonial times because they were not trained and they would do a lot of guessing. Doctors believed illnesses could be cured by cleaning out germs. So what they did was cut open the patient's vein and let some blood flow out. It was very dangerous to be sick in the 13 colonies. My, my grandpa would use the same kind of medicine that we use today, like cough syrup, cough drops, and aspirin, etc. Chores. In colonial families, the girls were expected to help their mother do work around the house. Colonial boys would help their fathers do farm work. Colonial children would start doing chores at around the age 2. My grandpa lived on a farm, so he had many responsibilities when he was a teenager. He would milk 1 cow every night from the ages 2 to 12. His dad milked the other 9 every morning. His grandma also lived on a farm. My grandpa would go to her house and help her gather her chicken's eggs. In the summer, he would pull weeds in the soybean field. When he moved into town, he moved he worked in his neighbor's strawberry fields and picked strawberries. Today, teenagers don't have as much responsibilities. My chores are the basic ones, like sweep the kitchen, dry dishes, and clean my room. Change. My change was when I was diagnosed with diabetes last September. It was very hard for me to get through this. but I learned more about diabetes and everything is okay. I didn't know much about diabetes when I first got it, but after a while, I got a hang of it. My grandpa's change was when his dad died his freshman year. He had to take care of himself and his mom. His mom wanted to make enough money, so he would work on the school. The school offered him some jobs, like crunch the lunch tickets and help the janitor. The change for the teenager from the 13 colonies is Bacon's Rebellion. Bacon's Rebellion was an upspring in 1676 in the Virginia colony, led by a 29-year-old planter. It would affect teenagers because Bacon and his men followed by killing the men, women, and children in the village. The end.